For a spot in the NFC Championship game. This one is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. He's taking a shot on his first play. He's got it inside the 25. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Now right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, you connect on a big shot and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
It began at the 30 and has now jumped to 1st and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. Blown back in the backfield and they give it to him. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 6-0 lead right away. On is Katie York for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is York to kick this one away. 2-2 Atwell now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll take this up to around the 30-yard line. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. The play fake, he'll throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. And they just did.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And he moves the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Handoff to the back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They're going play action. Hits his running back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Got to stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They're throwing it. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Third down, 1 yard to go. Here's a throw. Has him on the quick hitter. They get 22 on that one. And it brings up an LA first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Gets to space right side. And he did not get in. Finally stopped at the 1. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a first and goal.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
They send the tight end in motion left. First down, and they go right back to it. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Cardi with the extra point. And the Rams start off well to tie things 7-7. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
An 11-yard loss on the play brings up the 3rd down.
McCarthy to throw it. He's going to push one deep down the right. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Rams will take possession. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Makes a cut to the right sideline. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense right there on their heels. And now is the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
On first down, they'll run. He finds space for a few yards that time. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. That'll do it for one quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Talk to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
To the air, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Well, you just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that can go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
On comes Joshua Carty and the Rams field goal unit to try it on 4th down. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Second down now, 7 to go. McCarthy throwing here. The throw finds Evan Ingram. Rolling into enemy territory. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll run here on first down. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. Just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's first and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Bails out of the pocket. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Rams get the football on the first turnover of the contest. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Throwing now off play action. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Looking to the air here. Hits him on the out route. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Got to figure out this third down here. We send a man in motion. Third and long for him here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Byron Murphy picks it. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? And they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. It's usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme was gimme 6.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Atwell now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Here's the handoff. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. Managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Throwing now on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Connect on first, it's second down. He's dropping back to throw. Short pass brought in. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Handoff now out of the gun. Into the second level past the 30. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it brings up an LA first down. Motioning him from the slot right.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. This could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
It's a dime look by the Vikings. Third down coming. He'll look to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll try and punch it in. He's able to manage a couple on that run. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Back to him on second and goal. And he's brought down for a loss. Now the Vikings use their third and final timeout. And that's that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, and they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. It's an LA touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He beams one deep right side. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Cameron Curl has it. And the Rams are going to take over after the interception.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Well, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They go play action here. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down. He'll throw it. For big yards on the right side. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, set now. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams will add to their lead at the end of the half. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. He's loaded another one up. Intercepted in the end zone. Cameron Curl has it. And the Rams make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
A final throw before the break. Looking for a target. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right, they rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds up as a touchdown.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. Atwell now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Running this one left. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Second and 10 now. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively. But listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
And the Vikings going to the dime package here. 3rd down coming up. Looking for a throw here. Forced out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. They're set up at the 35 now. They go play action on first. He's got a man left. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Dump off caught by his back. The ball is loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Going ground on 1st and goal. Takes it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
That one splits the uprights, and the Rams make it a 24-point ball game. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they'll likely be very protecting of the only one they've got remaining. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. He's throwing deep to the left side. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
On 3rd and long, it's McCarthy. Chased out to his right. And they pick him off again. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play. And the Rams take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night. Well, no doubt they envision that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
They'll throw to begin this drive. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cardi down for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Rams grow their lead yet again.
Vikings 14.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Looking up towards the dome, can't bring it in clean. And it bounces out of bounds for the touchback, so no harm, no foul. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running it now out of the gun. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 33 on 2nd down. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And they pick him off again. And the Rams are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before, okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game, and happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, Coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger.
A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Finds him on the crossing route.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
3rd and short here, trying to pass. The throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3, and now they're going to be able to plan for 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. The Rams have it with a lead, looking to continue their postseason run. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. The back grabs it. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Still sticking with the passing game. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. He brings it in. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east to west routes, just get that 1st down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
Slide's kick is up and good. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And they'll pitch it out to him. Across the 45 and still going. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
Kate, you certainly love to see the yards on that pitch play, the success in the execution of it. But keep that one in mind because what that can do is set up the rest of the playbook. Play action off of that. Gets a defense running sideline to sideline to wear him out. That's a play that can pay big dividends down the road.
Looking right, and he finds him. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play. We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. Little nod, little grin. They'll welcome the
pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. It's not loose. And they scoop it up. They can still run with it. Stops for no gain. It leaves them 6 yards out on 3rd and goal. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
You know, Kate, that's exactly what that coverage was meant for. Make the quarterback throw it short, go up and rally, and get yourself off the field.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. McCarthy to throw for it. And they score. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings putting up points in a game decided. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
And he's almost there, but no! They stop him at the last moment. Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Rams make the recovery. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Handoff now from the gun. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 42. Pass complete, Tutu Atwell. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Rams coasting to the finish line. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Putting a receiver in motion. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Buys time, rolling right. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. So for the 3rd time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. This a 48-yard look for it. Sly's kick is up and good. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
2nd and 10, McCarthy. Trying to push it deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Oh, they tried the lateral. It's a live ball. Picked up by the Rams. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play no one expected to force a fumble. His effort directly kept points off the scoreboard. And it's that type of effort the coaches want to see from everyone on the field.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. On the move, headed right. He can run it. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the press for moving the chains that time.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
He's going deep. Touchdown, L.A. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Cardi now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams continue piling onto this lead. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. So it's the Rams who